Picture this. What if 2025 could be the year that redefines your life? Imagine stepping away from the relentless grind, the endless distractions, and finally pausing to reflect on what truly matters. What if this year isn't just a fleeting moment, but a turning point, a chance to transform chaos into clarity, to rediscover your purpose, and to embrace a life filled with intention? Can you feel it, that pull to something greater? This is your moment to rise above the noise and reconnect with the essence of who you are. Together, let's dive into a journey of self-discovery, uncover the secrets to meaningful living, and ignite the spark of transformation within you. Don't just dream about a better life. Take the first step now. And hey, if this resonates with you, hit subscribe to stay inspired and share this message with someone who needs it. Let's create a ripple of change, one action at a time. Recognizing the need for change. Do you ever feel like life is slipping through your fingers, no matter how much you try to hold on? In the relentless hustle, we often confuse busyness with purpose. We run from one task to another, ticking boxes on a never-ending to-do list, convincing ourselves that we're being productive. But pause for a moment. What are you really chasing? Is it success, recognition, or simply a way to keep up with everyone else? As the wise monk reminds us, working hard for something we don't care about is stress. Working hard for something we love is passion. Let that sink in. How much of your energy is being poured into things that genuinely ignite your soul, and how much is wasted on obligations that leave you feeling drained and unfulfilled? The line between the two is often blurred by societal expectations and fear of change, but deep down, you know when something isn't right. This isn't just about quitting a job or changing careers. It's about aligning your actions with your values. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing driven by love or obligation? If it's the latter, this is your wake-up call. The first step toward transformation is honesty with yourself. When was the last time you truly reflected on what you want, free from the noise of others' opinions? Real change begins not with action, but with awareness. It's about recognizing patterns that no longer serve you, acknowledging the emotions you've suppressed, and admitting to yourself that the life you've been building might not align with the life you actually want. This process isn't easy. It requires courage to face uncomfortable truths and a willingness to let go of the familiar. But in that space of discomfort lies the potential for growth. Awareness doesn't mean you need to have all the answers right away. It's about cultivating a sense of curiosity about your own life. Why do you feel the way you do? What are the beliefs that hold you back? What would your life look like if it were truly driven by passion instead of obligation? These are not questions to be answered in haste, but explored with patience and openness. Remember, awareness is not a one-time epiphany. It's an ongoing practice. It's taking a step back each day to ask, am I living authentically? And if the answer is no, it's about having the courage to course correct, even if that means starting from scratch. Because the life that feels like it's slipping through your fingers is the same life that holds infinite potential, if only you're willing to recognize the need for change. End of chapter. Embrace self-awareness. In the midst of a noisy world, how often do you truly sit with yourself and just listen? Self-awareness in today's fast-pacing life is no longer just a practice, it has become an act of rebellion. It's a bold declaration that says, I choose to know myself, no matter what the world demands of me. It's a quiet yet powerful stand against the constant distractions and external pressures that pull us away from who we truly are. To embrace self-awareness is to create space for reflection, to pause and listen to the whispers of your own heart. It's not about striving for perfection or having all the answers. It's about being honest with yourself, even when the truth is uncomfortable. It's about acknowledging your feelings, recognizing your patterns, and understanding the why behind your actions. Self-awareness is a light, illuminating the corners of your mind where thoughts, fears, and desires often go unnoticed. It is in this light that clarity emerges, guiding you toward a life lived with intention and authenticity. This journey begins with small, deliberate actions. Start by keeping a journal, a sacred space where your thoughts can flow freely. Write down your feelings, your fears, your dreams. Ask yourself questions that dig deeper. What has been weighing on me? What inspires me? What patterns do I notice in the way I react to the world around me? As you pour your thoughts onto the page, you may uncover parts of yourself that you didn't realize were hidden. Another way to cultivate self-awareness is through mindfulness. Set aside time to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and simply ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Observe whatever arises without judgment, whether it's tension, sadness, joy, or something in between. By paying attention to these sensations and emotions, you learn to connect with yourself in a way that feels grounded and present. Over time, this practice becomes a habit, one that allows you to respond to life with greater clarity and calmness rather than reacting impulsively. Making self-awareness a consistent part of your life is key. Treat it as an essential ritual, like brushing your teeth or eating meals. The more you commit to reflecting and observing, the clearer your inner landscape becomes. Through this process, you reclaim your power, your voice, and your ability to live authentically. Ultimately, self-awareness is not just a tool, it is a way of being. It is the foundation for understanding your values, aligning with your dreams, and navigating the complexities of life. Without it, how can you find your way through the whirlwind of external expectations? Choose to embrace self-awareness not as a fleeting moment, but as a lifelong practice. In doing so, you choose to honor the truth of who you are and the path you were meant to follow. Define your purpose. Purpose is the question that has haunted humanity for centuries. Why am I here? It is more than a fleeting thought or a goal scribbled on a to-do list. Purpose is the compass that guides your life, the reason behind your choices, the force that drives your actions, and the foundation of your happiness. It is what gives meaning to your existence, especially when the world feels chaotic or uncertain. It is not something you stumble upon by chance. It is something you uncover through intentional exploration. Purpose is the quiet voice within, growing louder as you learn to listen, a treasure buried deep inside, waiting to be unearthed. What ignites your soul? What moments make your spirit soar? These questions are at the heart of discovering purpose. It lies in the moments that leave an indelible mark on your heart, in the things that make your heart ache, not just with longing, but with an undeniable sense of joy or fulfillment. Think about those times when you felt most alive. What was happening? Who were you with? These are clues pointing you toward the essence of your purpose. There is a story of a man who seemingly had it all, a successful corporate career, wealth, and prestige. Yet despite his achievements, he felt empty, as though something vital was missing. One day he walked away from it all and chose to teach children instead. In that act of service, he found a profound sense of fulfillment that no material success could provide. His story is a reminder that success without purpose is hollow. The accolades and comforts of life mean little if they do not align with your inner truth. Imagine yourself in his shoes. What would you give to feel truly alive again? How far would you go to align your life with your deepest values and desires? Discovering purpose is not about making a dramatic leap or abandoning everything you have. It is about uncovering what already exists within you and taking small, deliberate steps toward what brings you genuine happiness and peace. It begins with asking yourself why you wake up every morning. Is it out of obligation, or is there a deeper calling? Finding purpose isn't just about asking why you are here. It's about living the answer. It is about creating a life that reflects the essence of who you are and what you were meant to be. When you live with purpose, every action becomes meaningful, every moment becomes significant, and life itself becomes an expression of the truth within you. Detach from external validation. How much of your happiness depends on others? Be honest with yourself. Do you catch yourself constantly chasing applause, likes, and approval from the outside world? It's exhausting, isn't it? Living for the validation of others can feel like being stuck on an endless treadmill, running tirelessly but never reaching a destination. You may achieve moments of satisfaction when the applause comes, but what happens when it fades? What happens when the likes stop, or the approval you seek is withheld? The truth is, basing your sense of worth on external validation is like trying to fill a bottomless cup. It can never truly satisfy you. But here's a liberating truth to hold on to. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Imagine the freedom of living for yourself, not for an audience. Picture a life where your happiness isn't dependent on the fleeting opinions of others, but grounded in the love and acceptance you cultivate for yourself. Doesn't that feel lighter, more sustainable? True freedom begins when you stop seeking permission to be happy and start granting it to yourself. To break free, celebrate your progress, not just the outcomes. Too often we measure our worth by accomplishments or results, but growth happens in the journey, not at the destination. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come, no matter how small those steps may seem. Did you overcome a fear? Did you learn something new? These moments of progress are victories worth honoring, even if no one else sees them. In the noisy world we live in, consider muting the distractions, literally. Social media, with its endless stream of comparison and validation seeking, can easily trap you in a cycle of self-doubt. Step away, even if just for a day. Use that time to reconnect with yourself. Go for a quiet walk, immerse yourself in a creative hobby, or sit in stillness and let your thoughts settle. The clarity and peace that arise from stepping back can be profoundly grounding. As you turn inward, practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Instead of critiquing every misstep, speak to yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a dear friend. Mistakes are a natural part of growth, not a measure of your worth. Alongside compassion, cultivate gratitude. Look inward and acknowledge the gifts you already possess: your resilience, your strength, your ability to learn and adapt. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to the abundance that already exists within you. Above all, embrace this truth: you are enough as you are. Say it out loud, write it down, and repeat it until it becomes an unshakable belief. Your worth isn't something others can grant or take away. It's intrinsic, rooted in your very being. When you stop living for the applause and start living for yourself, you'll find that the peace and joy you've been searching for were always within you, waiting to be discovered. Focus on what you can control. Life is unpredictable and often messy. Relationships shift, challenges arise unexpectedly, and the chaos of the world seems ever present. Yet, within this turbulence lies a profound truth. While you cannot control the storm around you, you can always master your response to it. This is the essence of finding peace amidst chaos, a lesson beautifully illustrated by a monk meditating under a tree. One day, as the monk sat in quiet contemplation, a passerby approached him, frustrated by the monk's calm demeanor. The man hurled insults, his words sharp and intended to provoke. Yet the monk remained undisturbed, his serenity unbroken. Bewildered, the man asked, "Why don't my words affect you?" With a gentle smile, the monk replied, "If someone offers you a gift and you refuse it, to whom does it belong?" Perhaps the monk's wisdom was clear. The chaos and negativity of the outside world are like unwanted gifts. You are under no obligation to accept them. This simple yet profound perspective offers a powerful way to navigate life's storms. The chaos, whether it comes in the form of external conflicts, unexpected challenges, or even inner turmoil, is just noise. You have the power to choose whether to let it disturb your peace or to let it pass by, untouched and unclaimed. Just as waves in the ocean are inevitable, so too are life's challenges. You cannot control their size or direction, but you can learn to keep your balance and remain centered. When you embrace this mindset, you reclaim your inner calm. In moments of chaos, a simple mantra can serve as a grounding force. I choose peace over chaos. These words remind you that your reaction to life's difficulties is entirely within your control. You don't need to absorb negativity or react impulsively to the provocations of others. Instead, you can pause, breathe, and let the storm rage on while you stand firm and unshaken. The lesson of the monk invites us to cultivate a sanctuary within ourselves, a place where external noise cannot penetrate. Whether through meditation, quiet reflection, or simply a moment of mindful breathing, this inner calm becomes a refuge, allowing you to navigate life's uncertainties with grace. The storm will always exist, but it is your choice whether to let it consume you or to remain its calm observer. Align actions with values. Aligning actions with values is a profound way to live authentically and harmoniously. Imagine a life where every decision you make, no matter how small, reflects the essence of who you truly are. It's not about doing more or striving for perfection. It's about focusing on what truly matters and creating a sense of alignment between your inner self and the external world. This process brings clarity, reduces stress, and fosters a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. To begin, take a moment to reflect on your core values. Ask yourself, what principles guide my life? What is most important to me? These values might include compassion, creativity, integrity, growth, or community. Once you've identified your top 3 values, consider how you can embody them in your daily life. Commit to small, intentional actions that reinforce these principles. For example, if compassion is one of your values, you might express it by helping a colleague, reaching out to a friend in need, or simply practicing kindness toward yourself. If growth resonates with you, dedicate time to learning, reflecting, or pursuing activities that challenge and inspire you. Living in alignment with your values doesn't require grand gestures. It's about consistency in the little things, choices that honor your truth and reflect what matters most. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on your actions. Did your choices align with your values today? What adjustments could you make tomorrow to live more authentically? This daily practice not only strengthens your connection to your values, but also helps you cultivate a life filled with intention and meaning. As you embark on this journey, consider adopting a simple mantra to ground yourself. I honor my truth with every step I take. This affirmation serves as a gentle reminder that every choice, no matter how small, is an opportunity to live in harmony with your values. When your actions align with your beliefs, you create a life of purpose, connection, and joy. Start today by reflecting on what truly matters, and let your values guide you toward a more fulfilling path. Master focus. Mastering focus in today's world is like discovering a hidden superpower. In a time where distractions are relentless, from the constant buzz of notifications to the endless demands of daily life, the ability to quiet the chaos and be fully present is transformative. Imagine a moment where you could silence all the noise, direct your attention entirely to one task, and immerse yourself fully in the present. The results would not only be greater productivity, but also a sense of clarity and peace that enriches both your personal and professional life. Focus is the bridge between intention and achievement. It allows us to cut through the clutter and engage deeply with what truly matters. When we give our full attention to a task or a moment, we create space for better decisions, higher quality results, and a richer experience of life. It's about being here and now, fully aware and engaged, rather than pulled in 100 different directions by fleeting distractions. To cultivate this kind of deep focus, simplicity is key. Start each day by identifying just 3 essential tasks, your top priorities that align with your goals. By focusing on these, you eliminate the overwhelm of trying to do everything at once and channel your energy where it truly counts. Create an environment that supports this focus. Turn off notifications, declutter your workspace, and remove anything that tempts your attention to stray. The act of simplifying your surroundings helps create mental clarity. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can further enhance your ability to concentrate, Even 10 minutes of meditation at a time can be profoundly helpful. Just sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and gently bringing your mind back when it wanders, can reset your mental state. Between tasks, pause for a moment. Take a few deep breaths and let go of the thoughts from your previous activity. This helps you approach the next task with a fresh, undistracted mind. A powerful tool to anchor yourself in the present is a simple mantra: I am here, I am now, I am fully present. Repeating this phrase reminds you to center your attention on the current moment, fostering a sense of calm and focus. With practice, this habit can become a steady foundation, helping you navigate even the busiest days with clarity and purpose. The rewards of mastering focus extend far beyond productivity. It's about experiencing life more vividly, forming deeper connections, and finding joy in the process of work and living. By prioritizing what matters, silencing the noise, and grounding yourself in mindfulness, you open the door to a more intentional and fulfilling way of being. The world may remain noisy, but within that noise you can cultivate a quiet, powerful space of presence and focus. Build emotional resilience. Life is full of challenges, uncertainties, and moments of loss that can feel overwhelming. These experiences often test our strength, pushing us to our limits and leaving us questioning our ability to move forward. However, what if we could reframe these moments not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth? Emotional resilience is not about avoiding pain or difficulty, but about finding the strength to navigate through them, emerging wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. The story of the monk whose hut burned down offers a profound lesson. What seemed like a devastating loss, a fire destroying his shelter, became a moment of clarity. Instead of lamenting, he looked beyond the flames and saw the beauty of the night sky, remarking, "Now I can see the moon." This simple yet transformative perspective illustrates how even in our darkest moments, there is often light to be found if we choose to seek it. We all face our own versions of the burning hut. It might be a failed relationship, the loss of a job, or an unexpected setback in life. These moments can feel like endings, but they also hold the potential to be new beginnings. Emotional resilience allows us to pause amidst the chaos, reflect on what has happened, and ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? It is not about dismissing pain or pretending everything is fine, but about leaning into the struggle with courage and curiosity. There is power in a simple mantra: I observe, I reflect, I grow. This practice encourages us to approach difficulties mindfully. By observing, we allow ourselves to feel and understand our emotions without judgment. By reflecting, we uncover the deeper meaning or lesson within the experience. By growing, we transform those lessons into strength, using them as stepping stones toward becoming a better version of ourselves. Life will inevitably test us, but it also provides the chance to rise above the challenges. In every struggle, there is a hidden gift, a clearer view, a deeper understanding, or a newfound strength. Like the monk who saw the moon after losing his hut, we too can find beauty and purpose in the most unexpected places. With resilience, we can turn every challenge into a chapter of growth and transformation. Cultivate a growth mindset. What if failure wasn't the end but the very foundation for growth? Imagine setbacks as opportunities in disguise, each one carrying the potential to teach, refine, and empower you. When you stumble, it's not a sign to stop but an invitation to rise, stronger and wiser than before. Just as the lotus grows in the mud, flourishing into a symbol of purity and strength, so too can we use life's challenges as catalysts for transformation. Think back to a moment when you felt defeated. Was it truly failure, or was it a pivotal moment urging you toward resilience and creativity? Every struggle you face is an essential step in your journey, adding layers of wisdom and shaping a stronger version of yourself. Growth doesn't come from avoiding difficulty, but from embracing it, understanding that the richest soil often yields the most vibrant blooms. By shifting your perspective, you can turn obstacles into stepping stones. Each setback becomes not an end, but a powerful beginning. In this process, you learn to see life's challenges not as burdens, but as tools for self-discovery and growth. Let the mantra, "I learn, I adapt, I thrive," echo in your mind, reminding you that your potential is limitless. Each experience, whether triumphant or challenging, contributes to your story and pushes you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Embrace the mud, for it is the very essence of what makes the lotus bloom. Learn to let go. Letting go is one of the most liberating acts we can do for ourselves, yet it often feels like the hardest. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Is it the fear of stepping into the unknown, the unrelenting need for approval from others, or the lingering pain from past experiences? These emotions, though familiar, can weigh us down like invisible anchors, keeping us from moving forward and embracing the life we truly desire. Letting go is not about forgetting or losing. It is about making space for something better. It is about gaining freedom and reclaiming your power. Take a moment to reflect on what you're clinging to and why. Is it a past mistake that replays in your mind, a memory you wish you could rewrite? Or perhaps it's an identity tied to someone else's expectations of you. Recognizing these attachments is the first step toward letting go. Ask yourself honestly, does holding on to these things bring you peace, or does it cause suffering? Often, we hold on not because it serves us, but because it feels familiar. Yet familiarity doesn't mean it's what's best for us. The act of letting go begins with acknowledgement. Name the things that no longer serve you. Write them down if you need to make them tangible. Then challenge their hold on you. Ask yourself why you're carrying them. Is it out of habit, fear, or the illusion of control? Envision what your life might look like without these burdens. How much lighter would you feel? What new possibilities could you explore if your mind and heart weren't weighed down? Letting go is a process, not a single act. Start small. It could be as simple as taking a deep breath and imagining the weight leaving your body as you exhale, or perhaps it's journaling about your emotions or repeating a mantra that reminds you of your strength. I release what weighs me down. Say it out loud or silently as often as you need. Let the words sink in and guide you toward the freedom you deserve. Letting go is not about losing perception. It's about gaining clarity, peace, and space for growth. It is a gentle act of self-compassion and an invitation to live fully in the present moment. Trust yourself, trust the process, and remember that every step forward is a step closer to a lighter, freer you. Inspire others by living authentically. Living authentically holds a transformative power that often goes unnoticed. When you choose to live true to your values and align your actions with your inner truth, you become more than just a participant in the world. You become a source of inspiration. Authenticity is not about striving for perfection, but about embracing courage. It takes immense strength to honor your convictions, especially in a world that often encourages conformity. Yet when you do so, you radiate an energy that draws others toward you, offering them hope and encouragement. Your courage to stand firm in your truth creates a ripple effect. It sends a powerful message that living with integrity is not only possible, but deeply fulfilling. When others see you breaking free from societal pressures and embracing who you truly are, they feel empowered to do the same. Your authenticity becomes a catalyst, fostering an environment where honesty and integrity thrive. This ripple effect doesn't just change individuals, it has the potential to transform entire communities, creating a collective movement toward a more genuine and compassionate way of living. Every choice you make with integrity inspires those around you. Your actions speak louder than words, showing that leading with authenticity is not a weakness but a strength. By living authentically, you not only honor yourself but also offer others the permission and courage to live in alignment with their truths. The spark you ignite in others can grow into a flame, spreading the possibility of a life rooted in purpose and alignment. I lead with integrity, and my truth inspires others to embrace their own. This mantra encapsulates the essence of living authentically, a reminder that your actions have the power to inspire and uplift others, creating a ripple of positive change in the world. Final thought, will you answer the call? 2025 is calling you, not with a faint whisper, but with a resounding invitation to awaken, to embrace change, and to live with intention. It's a call to step out of the shadows of hesitation and into the light of purpose. This year isn't just another chapter, it's a turning point, a crossroads where the life you've been dreaming of meets the life you're ready to create. The question isn't whether life is offering you the chance to transform, it always has been. The real question is, will you answer? Will you rise to the occasion and accept the responsibility of living fully, authentically, and courageously? Life is not waiting for you to be perfect, it's waiting for you to begin. To stop chasing illusions and external validations, and to start being grounded in who you truly are. Let 2025 be the year you abandon the noise and distractions, the excuses and doubts, and choose instead to act, to grow, to thrive. You are ready. The potential has always been within you, quietly urging you forward. The only question that remains, are you willing to say yes? The call is yours. The decision is now.